Catching cheaters and proud of it.
Ow, I'm sorry.
It's your home for War of the Roses on Mojo in the Morning.
Teresa's on with us right now. She said that you've been having some problems in your marriage where you felt like you're disconnected with your husband. Now you're wondering if your husband is lying to you.
Yes.
And the lying part comes into play with something that you had planned for him. Tell the listeners what you had planned to do.
Well, I got us a weekend at the casino, like a 2-night stay, to have some time together, to go away for the weekend.
And where did the lie come into effect?
Well, all of a sudden, last minute, he said that he couldn't go because he had to work. And then I called his work and asked where he was going and how long, and they said he wasn't going away.
Why did you call his work? Why were you suspicious enough to call his work?
I wasn't really suspicious. I just wanted to call, I just called his assistant because I wanted to go there and surprise him and just go there and stay with him and see him.
So you were going to go to the place that he was supposedly doing business with, and then be a surprise, and then you guys could spend a little bit of time together.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you caught him in a lie, or
a big lie.
Yeah, a big lie. Now you think he's possibly cheating, and you're wondering where he's going to be when he's supposedly supposed to be on this business trip.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
All right, we're going to call him up. We're going to see where he sends a dozen free roses. Don't say a word. I'm going to put you on the line here so you can hear her, though.
Hello, this is...
Hi, is this Victor?
Yes.
Hi, Victor. How are you? My name's Nicole. I'm calling from a new internet floral company called rosesbloom.com with an offer for some free flowers for you. Do you have 30 seconds to take a quick 2-question survey for me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Victor, have you purchased flowers in the last 6 months?
No.
And do you plan on purchasing flowers for any occasion in the next 6 months?
Maybe.
Okay. As a thank you for participating in that quick rosesbloom.com survey, we're now going to provide you with a dozen long-stemmed red roses. And Victor,
wow.
Here's how this works. I'm going to get the name and the phone number of the person you want to send the flowers to. We're going to send them a text message coupon so they can visit our website, select the arrangement that they want, and schedule a delivery time, okay?
Okay.
So do you have somebody in mind that you want to send some flowers to?
Chloe, and her phone number is,
Okay.
248.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And we can also send a message from you with this text coupon. Did you want to include something like that, or we can just sign your name if you'd like as well?
I don't know. What do people usually do?
It depends. I mean, some people just write "I love you" or "I miss you." I mean, is this a girlfriend or a wife, or is this a family member?
We're still trying to figure it out, you know.
Okay. I can just sign your name if that's okay with you.
Sure.
Okay.
I am speechless.
Great. We're going to send those flowers off to her. So I just wanted to make sure that you're okay with the fact that there'll be a dozen red roses.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got a little startled that a male voice came on the phone, but I also need to just give you the legal stuff behind this. Some portions of this call are recorded for quality assurance. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay. It helps us get the roses out to you fast. I also need to let you know that while we've been doing this phone call, your wife, Teresa, has been listening in and just heard that you sent flowers to another woman. Victor, this is the Mojo in the Morning Show, and your wife, Teresa, was suspicious that you were cheating on her, and you just pretty much gave her the answer.
I'm so hurt. I can't believe you did this.
Teresa, do you need some time? Do you want to take some time here? Hang on, and we'll come right back with more Mojo in the Morning.
Your home for the world-famous War of the Roses. It's Mojo in the Morning.
Victor, this is the Mojo in the Morning Show, and your wife Teresa was suspicious that you were cheating on her, and you just pretty much gave her the answer.
I'm so hurt. I can't believe you did this.
Where are the roses? We wanted to give Teresa a little time and be able to figure out what her next step would be. Teresa?
Yeah.
Do you recognize that name?
Now that he says it, I think I've heard it before.
Would you mind if we pick her up?
Okay.
Chloe, I need to first say to you that you're on the radio right now, and are you okay with your voice being on the radio?
Yeah.
Okay. Chloe, I am here to tell you that that person that you knew, Victor, and he was on our show because his wife suspected him of cheating on her, and he mentioned your name.
Oh, my God. Victor has a wife?
How do you know him?
We met through a friend, and we started dating.
And how long have you been dating for?
I'm kind of in shock right now. I don't know, like 4 months.
And he has never mentioned to you that clearly he hasn't mentioned to you that he is married. Has he ever mentioned to you that he was married, or?
No, I don't really usually ask about past relationships anyway, but he's never mentioned any other women.
Teresa is on the phone with us right now. Teresa is Victor's wife. And Teresa, do you have anything that you want to say? Teresa?
Yeah.
You want to say anything to her?
No.
Chloe, do you have anything that you want to say to Teresa? I mean, now that you know the situation?
Well, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I would never be with a married man. It's not me. You could ask any of my friends. I'm like a highly moral person. I would never do that. I can't even. I'm so sorry.
War of the Roses. Whenever you catch a cheater in War of the Roses, and this was one of those ones that I will always remember as being the War of the Roses where you felt bad for two women in this one. And I know a lot of times there are people that will, sit there and say, well, the person that was doing the cheating is also, or that was cheating with a married person or cheating with a taken person is also in the wrong. Here's a girl that was blindsided.
Had no idea.
Completely blindsided by it. And you felt bad about this right from the get-go. And I remember, just sitting there going, man, I just feel horrible, especially after hearing the wife get so emotional.
Do you believe she didn't know, though, that she really didn't know that he was married?
Honestly, I think there was sincerity in the voice, and I think that even after the fact, I think that there was sincerity in just the way that she was willing to be so honest with Teresa about it,
I just feel like women's intuition, she would have known. Like, women are much smarter than guys, and I'm not saying she did know. I'm just asking the question.
So you're thinking that she's covering her ass and doing that?
Maybe.
I don't know. I tend to give benefit of the doubt, and I think that she seemed very doubtful about the fact that she knew that he was in a relationship, let alone being married. 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548 is the telephone number. When you're that person that is the person that's cheating with the boyfriend or the husband or the wife or the girlfriend, what do you do when you find that out? What do you do when you find out that they were doing this? They were stepping out. Obviously, you don't stay in a relationship, right? Because they're going to cheat on their spouse. They're going to cheat probably on you. Yeah. If you've ever been in that, you'll have to call us up and tell us. Just to kind of give you a little backstory on Teresa. They did, and a lot of times listeners will get to the point they like to hear the aftermath of what happened in the War of the Roses. They did end up getting a divorce, but they divorced sometime after. It was well into like a year or so after that call was made in the War of the Roses. And whenever we do a War of the Roses update for listeners, a lot of times you pray that they get divorced. I actually pray in a lot of cases that they find peace and sometimes just try to stay together, especially if they have kids, hoping that they can actually, keep it
But it's usually
together.
those situations that are so bad and so toxic, and you're like, oh man, I hope he or she gets out of that situation. And those are the ones that don't. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
If you think that you're being cheated on, or if you think potentially, this is another one too, if you think that you're the person that is doing the cheating with somebody that you might suspect or have a gut feeling could be in a relationship with somebody else, text cheater to 95500. Mika, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning, War of the Roses.
Yeah, I was just listening, and the girl that says that she's in this relationship with this girl's husband for 4 months, for her not to know, I think she knew, because how do you date someone for 4 months and then never go over to their house?
Oh, but see, to me, no. 4 months is not that long. Think about it. If you're only seeing each other maybe once a week, and if that, and you're constantly like going out, or I don't think 4 months is that long of a time.
Same.
At all.
Yeah, no. 4 months and not go over to their house, and no. Like, not even to bring it up and be like, hey, do you want to go over to your place? Or 4 months.
Jill, that's how people get murdered. You don't go to somebody's house within 4 months.
Jill, I will say this to you, that 4 months is not that bad.
It's
when
not
it's
that
over a
bad.
year or, close to a year, then I sit there and I go, all right, you probably should have figured something out here. Danielle, what's going on?
Yeah, I think she had to have known because the mutual friend hooked them up. And they're all smiling in her face, in a white face, and doing this behind her back.
Yeah.
Now that I could get behind more than the not going over to the place.
They're just as guilty, right? The mutual friends.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They're all in on it.
What's up, Jill? It's Mojo in the Morning.
Good morning. I don't know. I disagree. I kind of feel like she didn't know. But I don't know. Does it even mean that she knows those friends? That could have been a friend from work that the wife has never even met.
Right. That
That
could have
doesn't
been
mean
a
that
mutual
she's smiling
friend.
in her
Right.
face and acting like her friend. She may not even know these people.
Yep.
They might not even know that he's married.
Well, that would be weird to pull it off that your coworkers don't even know what your personal life is all
But
about.
honestly, there are people that work
Yep.
here. I have no
Really?
idea if they are in a relationship. You don't even know their name, let alone if they're married. Okay.
Truth, by the way. Marlene, War of the Roses, Mojo in the Morning.
Good morning. My thing is, of course, it's possible they wouldn't know. If he has a professional job to where he can't go away for the weekend because he has his work to do, and if Cleo, or whatever her name was,
Chloe.
Chloe,
I like Cleo
also
better.
had an important job, maybe they could only see each other once or twice a week because they were dating. So it's very possible not to know if someone's dating, and she might not be out there. She might not have slept with them right away. So it's very possible. Very possible. I dated a man for 2.5 years. Come to find out, he had 9 women's house keys on his keychain.
Wait, when you
Did you think he was a janitor?
Exactly. A warden?
One day I was sitting there and he had set his keys down. I'm like, why do you have so many keys? And I looked at him. I said, wait, these are all house keys. That's when it all came out. There was 9 of us that he had a house key to.
Oh,
Wow.
how did he knows whose key was whose?
Color
How did he
coordinate.
keep them all?
No, he tried them all. I do the same thing. Yeah.
That man could never sneak up on anybody. He'd be jingling.
What's up, Haley?
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
So I actually went on a date, or a few dates with a guy. We didn't do anything, thank God. And I just sort of asked what his past was and why he wasn't, in a relationship, because he was kind of a catch. And he said, I'm actually separated from my wife. And right then I knew that was a huge red flag. And I just stopped talking to him. And I'm glad I did, because it turns out he was definitely still married to his wife with kids.
Oh, man.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
knew it was the red flag.
did any affection happen between the two of you guys?
No. We just went on a couple of dates, and I wanted to take it slow just because he said he was separated. And then after I thought about it a little bit more, I realized that was probably not the case, knowing that, people just say separated as an excuse, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But
how is it that they're able to go out and not get caught by people? Did he have to go towns over to take you out?
no, he was actually from out of town, and so he was in town, and he asked if he wanted to see me while he was in town, which was also another red flag. So.
Yeah.
How many sets of keys did he have?
Isn't that amazing?
Fascinating.
Yeah, it is.
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.